Well, good morning, everyone, especially for those who are visiting on our retreats, the Expanding Light, the Seclusion Retreat, and for those watching online from all around the world. So welcome, everyone. I would like to start with a reading from Whispers from Eternity. It's a good way to set up the topic and the rest of the talk today. This is a demand to see God in everything by Paramhansa Yogananda. Oh, Father, may I behold Thee above, beneath, behind, around, wherever I turn my gaze. Train the children of my senses never to stray from Thee, who dwellest at the heart of everything. Turn my eyes inward to Thy changeless beauty. Attune my ears to silence, that I may hear Thy subtlest music. Breathe on me the heavenly scent of Thy sacred presence. Orient-wise I will worship Thee, placing the candles of my five senses on the altar of my love. Thus I will contact Thee in the first pale shafts of dawn, absorb Thee in the bright light of noon, expand in Thee with the hidden glow of twilight, and merge in Thee in the silver moonlight. Always I will keep alight on my inner altar the mystic taper of my love for Thee. So before we get into the matter if Satan exists, though we may have a hint through the reading Diane just did, I would like to explore where everything comes from. So at the beginning, as Yogananda said, it was God. And in that unity, there was pure love and harmony, pure light. It was oneness. Now God put a fraction of Himself in motion, in vibration. And in that motion, that portion became creation. We are part of that creation, but also in that motion, it implies duality. And duality is the goods and bads, the beautiful and the ugly, the ups and downs, the wants and I don't want of life. So here we are in the middle of all that creation. And those pools of duality are real and are strong. And most that we realize, we are in that duality pretty much all the time. We can go way to the extremes, or we can stay more or less in the middle, but nevertheless it has an influence on us. I remember when I was a little girl, for a long time I will ask my mom for a puppy. I wanted a dog. And I will ask again and again, Mama, can we get a dog? And constantly she will say, no. She had all the reasons why we cannot have a dog. And yes, logically it may make sense, but my heart was into, I would like to have a dog. So after a long time asking again and again, I decided to stop asking. It's not going to happen. He said, no, it is not. So time passed, and every summer my family will go on vacation. And it was this summer, we were on vacation, everyone's having a great time. It seemed like pretty great because we went out for dinner and my mom, out of the blue, says, "Will you want a dog?" Mama, what just happened? This vacation was really good. So I felt that elation of, wow, finally, she heard. We are going to have a dog. I'm going to have a dog, my favorite friend. We will go into adventures. I will take so much care of the dog. Oh my God, it was such a beautiful moment. And my mind realized it was too much excitement for what she said, so she rapidly clarified. I mean, do you want a hot dog for dinner? No, I don't. I don't even like hot dogs. And in that moment, all the elation became depression. I think I even got mad with her. So isn't it funny? Like, we are on that pendulum most of the time. And when we get into those extremes, we are losing our center. Because that pull of the world, who is working constantly, trying to pull us away, is very strong. But right in the middle, the oneness, the creation, that pure love and joy and light is still present. So every time that we go from one extreme to the other, we go through that middle point of light, of hope, of love, and it's our task to try to get more and more into that center. Now, to the question, does Satan exist? Yes, it does. And Yogananda said it's a conscious force that is working constantly. We were saying that duality is in constant working, trying to keep us engaged with the world, out, engaged in our senses. But also, God force is present. God force exists. And that's the center, in the quiet, in the peace, in the stillness, where we are able to tap into that force as well. Now, the world has a lot of, that force is trying to pull us to the world constantly. Life itself, the world itself, and if you use your smartphone and social media, you probably have noticed that has a special strength into pulling you away from your center. It's very distracting. Now, the world, it seems that is designed for that, to keep us engaged. And we need to be watchful. There is a story in our biography of a yogi where Kumar, a disciple of Sri Yukteswar, brother disciple of Yogananda, he was a brilliant boy. He was deep and very spiritual. And actually, Sri Yukteswar had hopes for him. He was bright and deep. And at some point, this young disciple decided that he wanted to go and visit his childhood friends and the childhood village where he grew up. But Sri Yukteswar saw what was behind it and did not recommend him to leave the ashram and visit his family. But Kumar did not hear the guru and went away. 2 months passed, he came back, and all the light that was in his face, all the depth that he achieved in the previous practices was gone. He mixed with the wrong people, started having the wrong habits, and all the work that he has been doing for some time disappeared. It was gone. So very sadly, Sri Yukteswar said that Kumar wasn't meant to be in the ashram anymore. Now the world will be his guru. So this is a reminder for us not to be afraid of the world, but to be watchful. The company that we behold, the environment is more important than our willpower. So we need to be watchful what we do, where are we, and try to see that every decision and every thought is going to have an impact. Yogananda said that if there is a line, God will be in one side and Satan will be on the other side, and we are just in the middle. What good news is that none will have an effect on us until we face one or the other, until we open the door for one or the other. So this is a good reminder of our thoughts and our actions. Am I facing towards the light, or am I facing towards the darkness and the pain? So that's a good reminder. Now, there is a lot of challenges, and there is not one in a lifetime that we have a test, we pass it, and that's done. Sorry to bring the news, this is constant. But we can make a good thing of this. Thinking about this topic, I thought that this could be like the cycle of growth, that we go again and again as many spins, and we keep growing with it. So let's imagine that we are motivated, that we have inspiration, that we feel high energy, we are ready to conquer the world, so we show up, and if everything goes well, things go as planned, And that will inspire us again to continue putting out the energy and go to the next task. Wouldn't that be nice? The reality, though, is that it doesn't always is like that. We feel the inspiration, we put out the energy, we are ready to conquer the world, but there is a wall. There is resistances. The plan doesn't go as planned. The circumstances around doesn't help your thoughts. Maybe people that have different thoughts as yours. And you start feeling that resistance. If you are calm and centered, you may be able to ride the wave. But if we gave into those ups and downs, into the emotions, into the likes and don't likes and wants, there is when we feel the pain. And we keep putting out the energy, and if it doesn't go as planned, there is a moment that our energy starts coming down. We start losing the inspiration, we start losing the enthusiasm, the strength. We maybe don't want to show up, and the discouragement starts creeping in. And Master said that discouragement is the greatest tool of Satan, because it comes in a very subtle way. It's not that it is an obvious temptation or there is something great from outside. It comes from within. And this happens when our energy starts coming down. So if we gave up into that, Satan has won that battle. So our goal is trying to keep our energy high, to be focused. And sometimes it's difficult. I understand challenges are there. And we need to take these to grow. Talking about discouragement, Swami wrote an article where he was sharing that he was in India, in Rishikesh, having a seclusion. And seclusion, for those who you've done it or know about it, is a very sacred time. We have a lot of opportunities to go deep with God. And Swami said in this article that he was having a hard time. And at some point he also felt discouraged, wondering, is this all effort for what? And that thought started creeping in more and more. He was aware of it, and he was trying his best, like putting more time on meditation, trying to like different things, and nothing worked. And at some point he asked, Master, please help me. And he invited God and his guru to that situation. He gave up that feeling of discouragement. And as soon as he started inviting the divine, inviting his guru into that process, that discouragement disappeared. And he had one of the most and deep, profound moments of seclusion. So this is one of the things that we should do, inviting God into every challenge that we may have, because challenges are going to happen. This is not one-time thing, it is constantly. Now, the attitude that we have into facing those challenges is going to be key. If instead thinking, this is coming and I don't like that, I don't want that, why me? If we think this is an opportunity that God is giving to me, and we need to understand also that challenges is a way for us to work out our karma and to move forward into freedom. So there is a change of vision, that when we see that the challenges come and we see ourselves as a victim, energy is going to drop. But if we see that this is an opportunity, it may even give us the courage to put out more energy, to even feel inspired by that challenge. Some years ago, Swami Kriyananda was working on a movie, The Answer. And he asked a particular person to help him with the movie, more into the promoting it and producing the movie, a lot of behind the scenes. And Swami said something very interesting. He said, if you help me with the movie, it will help you in your attunement. And that's interesting. He didn't say, I'm going to make it easy. He didn't say, I'm going to help you. He said, if you put the effort, this is going to help you to go deeper, to go closer in attunement to God, to the divine. So when we find those challenges, try to think there is a blessing right behind it. I'm going to try my best and just have faith and trust that everything is going into the right direction. Another thing, very important thing that we can do to keep our energy high, to keep our energy engaged, is to consciously face towards the good, face towards God, and be a proactive channel for goodness. Instead just the good to happen and we just patiently and recline on our chair hoping that goodness will happen in the world. If you see around, it doesn't happen like that. But you can be an active force for good. I saw once a video of this lady who was driving, and she was saying that the person in front of her, it was acting weird, almost reckless, and she was getting mad. She saw that it was almost dangerous and putting other people in danger as well. But when she got closer, she saw that the car in front of her had this sticker that said, "Please be patient with me. I'm learning how to drive." And she understood, I don't need to put pressure. I'm going to step back and give space. And almost she was even cheering the person in front of her, like, okay, come on, you can do it. You're going to be great. That changed 180 degrees. The situation was the same, but her energy was very different. Her approach was very different, from condemning to supporting. Now I want to invite everyone to remember this. When next time someone is behaving bad and you see it and you don't like it, try to imagine that they have a sticker that says, "Please be patient with me. I feel lost. Please be patient with me. I'm hurting." This will put things in perspective. We can understand that everyone is going through something, and we can hold the space and hold our brothers and sisters into the light for them to go through whatever they need to go through. But we are just holding them, giving the space the best we can, so you can be a force for the good. Now, this is about the journey. This is not one-time thing and it's done and it's over. And in these challenges, when challenges happen, we will do our best. And it may go well, but we may fail. And that's okay. We may try our best, and maybe that be quite wrong, and that's okay. And maybe we will do the best we think at that moment. As Jyotish was saying in his blog, it seemed like a good idea at a time, but then you realize that it's not, and that's okay. It's not about a one-time thing, it's about the journey, it's about keep showing up. I have this hobby, I enjoy painting, and sometimes I have these great ideas of the masterpiece. And I want the idea and the feeling to be just right. And then I know that these are the techniques that I need to do, and they need to be just right. And to have the color palette that will enhance everything, and they need to be just right. And everything's so right that it puts so much pressure that I don't even start. So again, the discouragement creeps in. We step back, our energy drops, my energy drops, and I don't do anything. I don't even show up. The battle is won on the other side. But I learned that I don't need to create a masterpiece. That's not even my business. I need to show up, even in front of a scratch of paper, and just train lines, and maybe just train lights and shadows, and maybe train shapes. It's not about masterpiece. It's about those little things, those little victories. Because when I show up, just for a few minutes, and then I'm done, I feel better. I did a little something. My energy is high again. My energy is stronger. And by showing up on the little things, on the little challenges, we grow in confidence. We start tuning into something deeper. And there is no pressure about creating nothing huge. But you know what will happen? That then, because that confidence, because that relaxation, you are able to show up into the much bigger canvas. And the best thing of all is that you are not doing it because you have been training to become a channel. Now you let it go. And that masterpiece can be created, but it's not up to you. We need to let God do it, if it's us to do. So again, this is about the journey. And another thing that we should remember is that when things happen, are they good or are they bad? Or who knows? Recently I was having a conversation with a dear friend, and she was saying, my whole life it seems like it has been commotion, has been like moments of difficulties, but somehow there's always a blessing behind it. It's like, wow, seeing it from outside feels like you must be like run to the ground, but she's getting stronger, brighter, more and more beautiful, more and more lighter, more and more free. That's why we need to remember that it's by going through those challenges we will grow more and better. And it's our duty to try to feed and to face the light, that center, to stay calm and to see life in a moment of detachment, because life will happen and from our center we will be able to act much better. So remember that we come from that unity, that ray of light that's still within us. The more we dive into that, the more we will remember what is our true essence, where we are in reality. So, children of God, forsake the darkness. Remember that you and Him are one. When you are in fire for God, there is nothing and no one who will touch.
When the dawn breaks and then the morning sets the sun high in the sky, who would hide from heaven's glory? Who would pass the challenge by? La 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 sun's high in the sky. There's a time for every people to affirm their destiny. La 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 la. Even so, all of us together can create a better land. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. La 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 la. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand.
The song we're about to sing is from Swami Kriyananda's oratorio. It's called The Temptation of Christ.
Behold all the wonders God's grace can bestow, if you but reclaim what you've given. Why not ask of God any wonder you crave? Worship me to satisfy all human needs. Dominion now over all this noble earth. All I ask of you is worship me.
Get thee behind me, Jesus declared. Satan, know you not our Father offers love in your stead. His gift of love to all is my only food. He's all I own. What does man need but him?
Then the darkness lifted, love destroyed Satan's power. Then at last the Savior could begin bringing all to God. For he taught them in freedom, wanting not in return. All he offered was perfect peace, perfect freedom of soul.
God is all I love, He's all there is. Wise is he who says, I am wholly His.
God is all I fear, lo, my throne of power, shaken by His love, was destroyed in that hour.
Throughout all the world, a new spirit was born. Jesus brought to men's hearts hope for those steeped in sin.
God is all I love, He's all there is. Wise is he who says, I am wholly His. God is all I love, He's all there is. Wise is he who says, I am wholly His.
Thank you to all of our donors for making it possible to share these videos and keep this channel ad-free. If you feel inspired to donate, visit ananda.org/give.